It's 7 o'clock. It's Thursday night. I'm Mac James, stand-up comic, and it's time for Stand Up for News. Welcome back to another amazing, adventurous episode of Stand Up for News. We are stand-up comics, and we tell the news, basically. That's our disclosure. Stand up for news. Stand up for news. We'll stand up for you. You can stand up, too. We got a guitar player today.
Stand up now. Stand up for news. Stand up for news.
I just like to destroy that song as much as I can.
Woo-hoo.
Stand Up for News. I am your host, James Esterline, Mac James, and this is my co-host. Say hello, WrestleMania stars.
Hello.
And this is our other co-host, Macho Woman Robin Savage.
Hey, brothers out there in Radio Land, how you doing?
Let's give her a proper. Hold on. Let's give her a proper introduction. It's the returning Macho Woman,
The
right?
returning champion, up for a
Rob.
Best of the Bay award with her Ed Sheds gimmick, the Macho Woman Robin Savage. And our other co-host is back here, Joe T. Izzo, stand-up comedian. Say hello.
Hello.
And then we have special guests today.
Lots of special guests.
We were trying to
special
give an
guests.
interview to Maggie Fuller, stand-up comedian. Say hello.
Hey.
She was here a couple of weeks ago and had to leave early. It was an emergency.
Yeah. But
So
I'm
welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you for being able to accommodate and come back as soon as you could. And that's awesome. And then we have another guy that's been here before, amazing stand-up comedian, musical rock star comedian, Donnie Stover. Say hello.
Hey.
Welcome back, Donnie. And then we have someone who has not been on our show yet before, but he's very funny. I've seen him in a lot of mics. He comes to our shows, and we really appreciate your support. Say hello, everyone, to stand-up comedian James Bothwell.
All right. Hey, how's everybody doing?
Welcome, bud.
I'm stoked to be here. Thanks.
So, James, what we do here is we're stand-up comics, and we tell the news, because the news doesn't have any legs. It was born without legs. It was born in a wheelchair, and it can't stand up for itself, So if some bully's messing around with the news, like the mainstream media, left and right side bullies the news around, the news calls us right here at 727-441-3000, and we go there and we show up at their school if they're trying to take their lunch money or whatever, and then we beat the crap out of the other ones bullying the news because we stand up for news. All right. So basically, I hope you're ready to do that.
Let's do it.
Good. You bring some new stuff to talk about?
I sure did.
All right, I'll start. In Colorado, an orchard grows 2.2-pound peach, contending for the world, a 2.2-pound peach. Wow, that's big. I saw it. It was like the size of a basketball. Contending for the world's record for the largest peach. Trump would claim that largest peach record, except he's not qualified. He's got the right color of skin, but on the inside, he's all sour and salty.
Sounds like my love life.
Welcome back, Russell. Thanks for having me do that show with you there at the garage. We had fun. We killed it. You're up, bud. What do you got for us?
Okay. Hurricane Adelia had a positive effect after all. Pink flamingos have been spotted all over Florida that disappeared from.
Wow.
However,
I've
Ron
seen all
DeSantis
north, too.
allegedly wants to round up all the gay pigeons, as he calls
That's
them.
all of them.
I say
They're up
these
north here,
penguins.
too, like in northern states, like
Yeah, they're
Tennessee,
everywhere.
Pennsylvania. They follow the storm.
Again, it's a drag queen name, so it brought some gayness everywhere. And so they say that these pink flamingos are divine inspiration.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, it makes sense.
Sure.
Everything makes
They're
sense
just
now.
going to
Yes.
mate with the Canadian geese and leave pink poop everywhere.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Pink poo.
Okay.
That's it. Poo pink.
The Rolling Stones are expected to release their first studio album in 18 years. The album will be called Hackney Diamonds, which are ironically younger than any of the knees on the original band members.
Man, James,
Start me up with that one.
I'm not going to let you tell a joke yet. We want to ask you a few questions. Like, how long have you been in stand-up comedy now?
7 months. That's
7
it.
months?
Yeah, I'm very new.
Green.
Yeah.
I'm a
Okay.
newbie.
Well, what's your favorite open mic to go to? I like to go to my favorite one now since I've been there. I've only been there once though. Is Laugh Out Lounge. It's totally awesome.
Yeah, I haven't made it down there yet. I live in Clearwater, so that's like a hike for me. But my favorite one so far is probably I love the Improv. I got a special spot for the Improv. It was the first place I ever performed, which means the first place I ever bombed. You know, so I'll always have a little special place for that.
So the Tampa Improv?
Yeah, $3 PBRs on open mic night. You can't beat that.
My first was at Side Splitters. So it was 7 years ago this month. Coming up this month, 7 years ago. Okay, I misspoke. My favorite open mic is not Laugh Out Lounge. My favorite comedy club is that Laugh Out Lounge since Coconuts is where I spent most of my time is gone now. But I still like Sunshine City. It's nice.
Yeah, it is nice. I get down there whenever I can. I need to get down there more. But yeah, Kenny and all those guys are great. Yeah.
Excellent. Do you got anything coming up that you want to plug?
I do. I got the New Faces of Comedy Showcase this Saturday at noon. Same thing with Joe.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're friends now, but it's going to be like Rocky and Drago, bro.
So you guys will be competing against each other for a spot to open for like a headliner.
You
that
got
night,
it, man.
Same night, right?
Yeah. The
Sick.
winner of the showcase gets to open up for the national headliner at the evening show.
And our friend Taurus, the comedian.
Yeah, he's
Taurus
running
Taurus,
the whole
one
shebang,
hosting the
man.
whole
Yeah.
He's
thing.
running the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yep. He's
My
been-
very first show as Mac James, Taurus booked me. That was
Nice.
pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It was my second show ever.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, as a new guy in comedy, he's one of the guys who have been in a while that has actually been like, hey, man, would you like to do this? And that's doesn't happen all the time. So I was jumped all over that, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah, I would have too, man.
Yeah.
That's when I
yeah.
got my first show was after 8 months, or 7 or 8 months, I think. All right, well,
Actually,
you want
before-
to tell a story? Go ahead, bud.
Hold on. This is for all you guys. If you ever had like one or two comedy clubs that would be like your dream stage to walk out on and perform, where is it?
In this town or anywhere?
Anywhere.
Mine would be Gotham. I think Gotham is the place to go.
I agree. Me too.
Yeah.
Maybe the Comedy Cellar in New York and Comedy Store in LA.
Yeah.
The Mothership in Austin nowadays, you know, one of those three.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Mothership.
I'll be there
Mothership
someday.
or
Yeah.
Comedy Store. I
Mothership,
would
now
do
that's
like,
a name right
any
there.
of the comedy stores.
I was
out
born in Chicago, but I grew up in Michigan, so I want to say instead of like the Comedy Zone or whatever in Chicago, which I would want to do, I would say Dr. Giggles in Grand Rapids, Michigan, my hometown.
You grew up, you're from Grand Rapids?
I
Yeah,
I
dated
lived in
Dr.
Grand Haven
Giggles.
for 13 years.
there.
My daughter lives in Muskegon. Still
Blue.
right now.
I've been all over them towns, man. I lived
Yeah.
there for 20 some years, and then I moved here in 2000 and been here ever since.
I hated it up there.
Right?
It makes you a hard
Sucks
person.
so bad. Yeah.
Well, Maggie, it's your turn. To stand up for news. Go ahead.
All right. So my story is they just updated dictionary.com. Excuse me. And so that's the source that legitimizes a lot of the language and, adding terms and taking them away. So we're all, bound to them. And so they do have some new words that they want to let you know that's going to be a part of the vernacular. And a couple of them are things like Nepo Baby, which is just a celebrity with, kids. But this one is Orange Shower, which immediately I just was picturing Donald and Melania. And it turned out to be eating an orange in the shower. But there were a few other ones. And go ahead.
I've eaten some fruit in the shower, but never an orange.
And
Maybe a banana.
oh, well, there you go. And this, out of Philadelphia, there are some terms that have become regular part of the vernacular. And one of them is actually snite, which is the practice of wiping snot from one's nose, often with a finger and thumb. So this is like the artist formerly known as the Snot Rocket. So that's my my little
I
addition
was
there.
going to
for
say,
you.
I used to fling them too. That's
Yeah,
pretty.
yeah.
So that's, I want to
don't
know,
know.
give her the mic back because she didn't get a full interview last time, and I need to ask her some things because she had to leave. Okay, you were in radio.
Yeah.
And we're in stand-up. I've only been in radio for like a year and a half with zero training.
You're doing
zero.
well.
You can't tell, right? Can you? Now, my question for you is, you've been doing it 12 years.
No, I've
What
been
are we
doing it for
doing
20
wrong,
years.
Maggie? What are we you were 20. I'm
20
sorry.
years.
I'm dyslexic.
Yeah.
You probably said 21 and I thought 12.
It's okay.
Sorry. So a very long time. What are we doing wrong, you think? What can we improve on?
That's a good question.
This
Jim.
is
You know,
I go with the
It
negatives
is.
before I go
I think you
positive.
guys are doing very well. I think that this is a program that people need because they need to have something to laugh at. The news is usually pretty negative.
Yeah.
And it's just it takes time. When I first started at the station where I was doing a morning show in Akron, it took us years to get the right rhythm and the personalities to gel. And so it's just like you guys already have that because
Thanks.
you know each other from comedy. So it's just like it does take time, but you guys are really doing, I think you're right on track.
We had a few
Thank you.
people
You're
that
welcome.
came and went last season and in the beginning season. But Jim's going to come back. He started this second season with us in the third season. We had to go do some captain. He's a captain, a real
Yeah, he's
captain.
Captain Jim.
So he's on the sea. Oh, him and Manny and me and Robin kind of all, it was like because Scott Patrick started the show with me
Mm-hmm.
and he had to move to South Carolina. So we didn't have him. And then Chris moved to go play around in Alaska. So we found a few more pieces and everything started gelling really well. And then Joe's sitting here hanging out with us. Joe, it's your turn. Go ahead and take the mic and tell us some Stanford news, by the way.
All right.
Joe's here. He's with us now. He's on board.
Yeah, I joined a few months ago. I've been having a blast with you guys ever since.
You're a great
But,
correspondent. And you know a lot of swear words.
I know. I do know a lot of them. And
I
we
like
talked
that.
about offline, off air.
Yeah.
Our little blue
so-
Joe, that's what we call him.
Yeah, no.
I don't know
so philanthropists, which that is hard to say, have pledged $500 million to address the crisis in local news. You know, the unbiased news. That's right. They're putting their money in so that you can get the left wing scoop on the Girl Scout cookies being sold by Troop 201. Okay.
Joe, you feeling better though? You said you weren't feeling good when you got here.
Yeah, no,
All right,
that heart thing scared the shit out.
Oh,
Stuff
that poop
out. I'm
I hope you're okay.
I'm really
my
like
bud.
you brought it right back, and my heart started pounding. Yeah, no, I hope I'm okay too. That's like you shouldn't sneeze hard and have
your age.
your arm tingle. Like that's not a thing. And I run. I go to the gym. Look at me, like you know, like I actually take care of myself. This is not okay. But I'm just trying to make it through this, and then I can go freak out in my car alone, like I do with the rest of my world problems.
Well,
Thank
I'm
you
with
very
you.
much.
I have like 3 mini heart attacks a day.
Yeah,
So it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. At first, just a
I
little one
think
like that. It'll be all right.
Yeah, right. That's
I mean,
not
you
the
can
big
They're
go
one.
more,
look at it.
they're more of a panic attack.
I'm coming to meet you, Mama.
They're more panic attacks. I've had the real heart attack. I've had the real heart attack. I know what that's like.
I know a lot of it can be anxiety. Like it might have scared you, and then the anxiety just made it worse. That happens to me all the time.
Yeah, we'll talk off air.
Well, guess who's back, Mom? Donnie Stopa, rock star comedian. I love this guy. Donnie.
Yes,
You gonna play
sir.
a song for us? You gonna tell us some news? What are you gonna do? You're unpredictable.
Well, I
You're-
think I have no idea. Actually,
we can plug your
that's
thing.
usually the case. Is
Yeah,
I don't
if
even
you want
know. Well, then okay. So I'm thinking first I'll tell a news joke, and
Okay.
then when you come back around, I'll do a little song if the
Nice.
people want it. If the people, I don't know what the people
to.
want,
Heck yeah.
but I'm here for them.
Let
That's
the
what I'm
people
doing.
speak. Let
That's
the
right.
people
Yeah.
speak.
So
you want
call
Donnie or
in.
not?
Or,
You're gonna be ready though. You weren't ready for the stand up for news song. You'll be ready next time around because
I'll be ready for. Oh, dude,
once
I'm,
Joe's up, you'll have to.
I've been
no
to
telling
season
what I'll
one
be
and
ready
I'm
for
still
at
never
any
ready
given
for it.
time. But I did have a joke ready to go. A news story. If you want to
Fire away.
All right, so this is a fake news story. This one it actually talks about a new study out of Harvard suggests that police would be more likable if they had frozen yogurt machines in their patrol cars. Hey, I was on board with it. I'm like, yeah, you should protect and soft serve. Okay. Huh? Hashtag #FroYoPopo. It's trending. You look that up. All right.
I like it. That is standing up for the news. All right, you guys. A 7-year-old little girl finds a 2.95 carat diamond at Arkansas's Crater of Diamonds State Park. I was there before. I didn't find any diamonds, you guys. It's crazy. When she found it, she yelled out, "Yes!" When she found it, so I guess that means she's got to marry the crater. Get it, Donnie?
Maybe so.
She said yes.
I was tuning my
Yeah,
car.
we got it.
I had no idea.
All I thought was a cubic zirconia.
Moving right along, Russell. It's up to you to take control now.
Yeah, I see. Yes, we never asked them. Well, my favorite open mic is, but we already know it's Cool Vibes.
The newest.
Anyway, it's News Hottest Mic on Mondays in St. Pete. Cool Vibes. I
Grub and
host it
Pub,
every
right?
week.
They got food and
Grub
drinks.
and Pub and the food. They got food, drinks, games, and let me tell you, the food is great and low priced. So
Nice.
there we go for that plug. Now, as a result of Hurricane Idalia, many beaches were closed last weekend due to flesh-eating bacteria.
Oh.
If you survive after this, it will turn you into a zombie or maybe a Trump supporter. Either way, you're the Walking Dead or the Walking Brain Dead.
Okay, the takahe, a prehistoric bird that was once thought to be extinct, is making its return to New Zealand. Conservationists are raising the chicks and releasing them at the beginning of every week. It's what they like to call Takahe Tuesday.
All right, James.
All
up
right,
to you
here we
now.
go. Lead singer of Smash Mouth, Steve Harwell, died a few days ago.
Sad.
Everybody see that? Right.
Mhm.
I
Sad.
thought he died 15 years ago, but it was a couple of days ago.
No, that was his career.
Yeah. But, I guess the year stopped coming for him. Huh?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We hope you hit the ground running.
All right, back to Matt.
All right. So this story is out of Delaware at the Franklin Institute in the Philadelphia Museum, where a man was actually he is being arrested for stealing a thumb off of a warrior statue. And obviously, alcohol was involved. He thought it was the statue's, we'll call it a pinochle, just to clean language up. So,
Wow.
actually, yeah. So
I was not there.
yeah, and so Thumb Buddy's in trouble, and I'm pretty sure he's going to get statutory rape, and they're going to use the rule of thumb on him. So
Sounds like Mike
It could have been Mike
Maggie.
Tyson if somebody was in trouble.
I asked you earlier the question you didn't answer. I asked you, what are we doing wrong so we could work on help? But you praised us because my second question when it came back around you was going to be, what are we doing right? And you already said that part. So what are we doing wrong, Mom?
wrong.
What would you say we could improve on?
Opportunity.
Yes. What could Stanford News do better? With your 20 years of knowledge, I got to pick your brain a little while you're here.
We were talking out there about radio. Most important thing in broadcasting is show up, be in your seats. You guys are doing that well. That's just something. But also, just getting the word out there. And I have done some really stupid, I'm not going to call them stupid, but I have done some unusual things to get attention for our radio station. For example, I think it was like 2008. My dog had bladder stones removed, and I put them on eBay, and they actually made an allowance for it. And it went from one end of the country to the other. The Keith Oberman show, radio stations are calling our radio station. So just think outside the box, do weird things. Have a GoFundMe where James is going to dress up like Frankenfurter or something. I don't
James can
know.
do that. James can do that.
I already got that costume.
All right. So, you just do something fun and then turn it into you have to be able to know how to work the publicity chain and how to make a good make sure like you guys do really nice Facebook things, but know how to make a really good public release to send out for any kind of publicity stunt you're going to pull. But be careful, make sure they're all legal. But that can help you. It can really help you go a long way. And you don't want to damage the environment or anything like that, like some radio stations. But that has gotten off of the, been thrown to the wayside, and I think it still has a lot of value. Yeah. So just you guys do well, but I want you to think outside the box to get attention to the show.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
That's great.
That is great.
We're gonna get together and do a little brainstorming. We need inspiration like that. I appreciate it.
That is good. Yeah.
All right, Joe, it's your turn.
No
bud.
flying turkey.
All right. So, in the state of Washington, a truck overturned and spilled potatoes all over, causing a hours-long backup.
That was yesterday, right?
Yeah. it was yesterday. When they questioned the driver, he wouldn't spill the beans.
Yeah. Good job, bud.
Twice baked.
And now, where's your thing? It's going to be at the.
Oh, we're doing the Comedy Rock Show, and that's at the Brass Mug in Tampa on Saturday
Okay. That's what I
at
was
8 p.m. And we're raising money for Maui as well, the fire victims.
Can you give us like a little example of what you're going to be doing?
I think I can do that. Yeah, this right here. This actually, because this was in the news a little while ago. This is about my favorite Disney movie.
All right.
Ariel is not white. Now the Fox News has lost its mind. She was white. She was white as a waterfall. She once was a ginger. Now she lives by University Mall. That's gentrification. Swimming through the void, she combs her weave with a fork she found at the edge of the sea. People are upset they've never seen a half fishy girl with so much melanin. Cause we are the ones who love to be offended by everything. Ariel is not white. If she were then privileged, she would find. And that's about my favorite Disney movie. Thank you.
Yeah, System of the Down Under the Sea.
Yeah. System of a Don.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, we're going to plug your stuff again before we're done, okay?
Yeah.
I want everybody that's listening and all you guys that can go to this rock show Saturday, man. It's going to be hilarious. Is Deanne going to be there?
Deanna Lane.
Yeah, I booked her for Birdies.
Oh, she's
next
awesome.
month.
Yeah,
This
she's
month.
great.
All right, September 5th, that was what, yesterday or something, the day before? In California, a dog sneaks out of his house and was found that night in seats hours later at a Metallica concert in California, bro. It was a German Shepherd named Storm. He was taken to a shelter after the concert, scanned for his microchip, and then he was returned to his family. Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
Yeah, Storm said, quoted, he would never have snuck out of his house to go see the Red Hot Chili Peppers, you know? Yeah, never, because of he doesn't like fleas. That's like a funny story, man.
That's the whistle.
Google
It's
it,
the
you guys,
whistle.
and look at the video, and the pictures are hilarious. That's how the owners saw their dog
Yeah.
on social media before they got the call from the shelter. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Is that our dog? That's going to jam out to Metallica? All right, what's up, Mom?
Oh, I was going to give you, I'd have you whistle for yourself on that one.
I don't deserve whistling.
Yeah. You deserve a slide
Stupid
whistle.
thing I said. It's your turn. Oh, no, it's Russell's
It's
turn.
Russell's turn.
It's my turn. Okay. Lake Wells, Florida. A family came home one night to find their home ransacked by a three-legged bear nicknamed Tripod. I've actually dated a few bears named Tripod. But anyway, different reason.
Russell.
What? He seemed to guzzle down all the White Claws in the house. He got so drunk, this black bear thought he had White Claw privilege.
White Claw privilege.
Oh, man, I guess that
I'm getting
ruins my
canceled.
joke about the bear that stole the White Claws. That's never going to be as funny as that one. All right, man.
Okay. Next year, visitors to Venice, Italy will be charged a tourist fee. They're planning on making the fee little tiny coins that can be purchased in exchange for a giant mushroom. The debt collectors will be two Italian plumbers.
Sounds awesome.
Mamma mia.
Hurricane Lee is expected to become a Category 5 storm within a couple of days.
Yeah, it's a 4 right now, they said.
Right.
Yeah,
right
the projected
now.
path of the storm will most likely hit the East Coast, which leads me to an old Florida saying I love: let the Carolinas deal with it.
All right, and another story out of Philadelphia. For some reason, Philadelphia is becoming a place for the funny news, but they're having the 14th annual Philly Naked Bike Ride this year. Have you seen that? So they're trying to encourage body positivity, and you're not required to be in the buff. And so they're actually going to take it to the Philadelphia Museum of Art, where Rocky went up and down the steps, and I'm hoping that they're not going to ride their bikes up and down the steps or on any brick roads, and make sure they have bicycle seats. And so they're trying to encourage people to be really comfortable with their own, it's like freedom. So, yeah.
Yeah. I am from Philadelphia, and trust me, we are all terrified. the people riding naked on the bikes are not the ones you want to see riding naked on a bike. Okay, we'll just say that.
Maybe I do.
So,
Joe, have you done that before up there?
Only after a long night of drinking.
That's how it begins. That's all nudity begins.
It was cold out, guys. All right. That's nothing. So there was an emu on the loose in a Massachusetts town. He was spotted going around harassing people about how they could customize their insurance to fit their needs.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
I don't know what we're doing. I don't have headphones, dude. I don't even know if people are. Are you guys? I'll keep. Yeah, we can keep laughing. That was fun. I like that.
There's the whistle.
Oh, this is fun, man. This is entertainment news. Mr. Howie Mandel is being considered to be cast in the next Star Wars bounty hunter movie. It's called The Howie Mandalorian. That's not real.
That guy sat at my bar once. I was bartending downtown at the Vinoy, and America's Got Talent's in town at the Mahaffey. They stayed at the Vinoy where I bartended, for 5 years. That's where I met Rick Flair and a bunch of cool celebrities. Woo! So Howard Stern's sitting at a high top with everybody, Sharon Osbourne, their kids and stuff. There's 8 seats at a high top. There's another high top over there, but nobody's sitting at it. But instead, when Howie walks in late, he goes and grabs a cocktail table chair from a cocktail table, which are 2 feet off the ground. What? And he drags it over to the high top, which is about 4 feet off the ground. And then he sits in it, and the table comes up to his chin. And I thought it was pretty cute when I came up to the table. This is before I did stand up, but I did tell him some of the stuff I used to write jokes before I got on stage. And he was such a germaphobe. Yeah, I put a napkin down on the table, asked him to order, what he wanted to order, and he ordered the fruitiest drink on our menu, a Planter's Punch. Okay, I go and make it, and I come back, and he's got the napkin in his hand, cupped like this. And he's like, "Oh, that's weird." So I just kind of set it on the table, and he grabbed it like that.
Yeah, with the napkin ready to go.
And then he started drinking it and talking. I was like, "Howie, I touched that napkin. It's not saving you from anything."
Yeah.
But I guess the joke's on us because a couple years later, COVID.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was laughing.
Right?
He was very nice. Those guys were all cool. Okay, here we go. In Australia, a koala steals and consumes $3,800 of plants from a nursery. Yeah, he was gorged and lethargic after the binge, and he was so stuffed he couldn't even escape, and they grabbed him up right away. Russell, I didn't know you were Australian.
Good day, mate.
Oh, boy.
I like to go down under.
It was a bear, not a koala bear.
It just depends if I'm going down under.
All right, mate.
All right, Mike.
Your turn, Russell.
Is it my turn, really? Okay. I'm kind of like, I'm going to do one thing of history because I kind of ran out of the weirdo news. So, this day in history, the exact day in history, 1930, Publix was founded. So this is, without Publix being founded, here we go. Think about it for a minute. Happy birthday, Publix, where shopping takes a treasure. if you think about it, if it wasn't for Publix, there wouldn't have been a meth industry here in Bull County.
Thank you, Publix.
Thank you, Publix.
I got a history thing too. All right. So, Google was born 27 years ago, but they claim their birthday is September 27th, although their original birthday was today, September what? What's today?
7th.
The 7th. Yeah, that's their real birthday, you guys. Isn't that crazy that they don't go by their real birthday? If you want to know why, you guys ask why?
Why?
Google it.
Go Google it. All right, Mom.
Okay.
There's a whistle there. We need a whistle.
If we're doing history jokes, we got a whistle? Oh, there we go.
That works.
Got a rim shot.
Thank you.
Okay, if we're doing history jokes, this week in history, September 4th, 2016, Mother Teresa is canonized by Pope Francis. Now, any Catholic listener knows that means she was declared a saint. For our non-Catholic listeners, I assure you, she wasn't shot out of a cannon.
Should I do a history joke or a more current one?
Oh, no. Laughs from the past. Go
All right,
ahead,
yeah,
bud.
all right.
We're doing last from the
If you
past.
got one.
Okay, I'll do it on this day. Yeah, on this day in 1979, the cable sports network ESPN made its debut. Right,
Oh, cool.
changed everything. Right, it also led thousands of women to realize how much they hate their husbands. Thank you,
What's
ESPN. Yeah.
All right. So for
Right now, though,
go ahead.
if you have Spectrum, you're not able to watch ESPN because Disney has not renewed their licensing.
If you're still paying for cable, I don't know what to tell you.
No, it's even satellite.
You got bigger problems.
Satellite online. I'm just saying.
Hate yourself.
Personal. How else am I going to get my gay porn? Okay, I'm just saying.
Spectrum's good for something.
Yes, so number
Maggie,
one.
go ahead.
It runs with rectum.
She's biting at the chomp with his up-to-date, just in story. Go ahead.
Oh, well, this is actually a today in news type of thing. Okay. Yeah. For this week, it is actually they say 1945, which I have that's questionable, but it is National VJ Day. So it's not the JJ Day, it's VJ Day. So,
Video?
Victory over Japan Day.
I don't. I guess it like MTV was in the 80s. So I don't know. Did they have VJs back in 1945?
That's what I think of.
Maybe it was the JJ Day.
The JJ Day.
There should be a JJ Day.
I don't celebrate it.
Tampons for everyone.
Not message. Yeah.
Not everyone.
Oh, my goodness.
Mhm.
That's great, Mom. Here you go.
Oh, you fixed it.
All right, Joe Izzo.
All right. Well, on this day in history, the German Nazis started getting air blitzed in London. I did I say that right?
Sounds
getting
right.
blitzed.
Yeah.
Getting
Blitzkrieg.
blitzed. I'm like,
Blitz,
yeah,
it
like
means
what-
lightning war. in
like.
German. Yeah.
Who knew you could fight wars by getting drunk and smoking lots of weed?
The Germans.
Yeah, right. The German now
The Germans. They figured
the
it out.
Germans are coming doesn't sound so threatening now.
No.
Like they bring beer.
They were all on meth or something, weren't they?
Yeah.
Come out
It was
later
called,
as a
it was called
documentary.
Pervitin.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so it was actually a methamphetamine and cocaine mixture.
Yeah, basically a speedball. And
Yeah,
they stay up
speedball.
for days. That's how they were able to gain so much ground so fast.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
When
Oh,
your
yeah.
tanks
Well,
just
I don't
keep
want to
running,
say the Germans
you know?
were kind of cool, but
Yeah.
it's, the more I hear about
I
them,
mean, Hugo Boss did design
Right.
uniforms too. You know?
right? All right,
All
Donnie.
right, yeah, we got some music news. Actually, this is fun. Rage Against the Machine, they've been touring, which is cool. One interesting thing about Rage Against the Machine is that they are requiring vaccine passports or vaccine proof for their shows, which is interesting because I'm like, well, who are you going to rage against now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh wait. Killing in the name of Pfizer. Okay. wait. Now you boost if they told you. All right, that's all. Now you boost when they told you. All right, that's all.
Oh, man. Proud Boys leader, former leader Enrique Tarrio, I don't know. He got 33 years for the orchestration of the January 6th thing. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was the day after my birthday a couple years ago. Yeah. Did you guys know that I was a Proud Boy?
No.
Yeah, I used to be a Proud Boy too, you guys. One night I slept all through the night without peeing in my Huggy pull-ups. And my mommy said she was so proud of me that I was a proud boy.
Nice. I'm like, I find it funny. Like, that is the darkest white supremacist I ever seen.
Well, that guy's going to jail.
He's not even.
His name's Enrique.
33 years.
He's not even white.
He is the GI.
I'm a proud boy too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I show my pride every day, but in a different way.
Okay, I have a little bit of rock and roll news for you, Donnie.
Yes.
Bruce Springsteen is postponing his concert through the month of September due to a peptic ulcer. When asked how he was planning on treating it, the boss said, "Tramps like us, baby, we were born to take Tums."
I got bad news for single dads out there. The USDA just recalled 245,000 pounds of frozen chicken strips.
Ooh.
Right? Due to possible contamination with pieces of plastic. Right? That is major bad news. That's a major protein source for all single dads and their kids.
Tyson's, man.
Yeah, they're so
Did
screwed.
they say who it was? I'm sorry.
I didn't write it down. I think Banquet. They make
I
the
don't eat
crappy
those.
chicken
I
hot
go
pies
with
too.
the Tyson's.
Yeah, if you get 10 pounds of chicken for $7, it's,
Mike Tyson is my favorite boxer, so I figured if he makes chicken, I'll eat it. So that's why I go with.
Well, they should
Hear
make
me.
those chicken nuggets like
I
yours.
see.
There you go. Yeah.
The dinosaur ones are my favorite.
I like those too.
Yeah.
What is your favorite dinosaur, Russell? Did no one ever ask you
Oh, my
your favorite
cool.
dinosaur?
my favorite is my favorite dinosaur is the T-Rex because he's boss and he eats meat like I do.
All right. So my story is the Burning Man festival actually was rained out, turned into just a mess where people could not get out because there was a big mess of mud. And so next year they're definitely not going to invite the Puddle of Mud to play. But they're also going to be moving it to the Villages where it is the capital of number one for having VD. So the name Burning Man actually is very fitting for
Makes
their
sense.
location.
It is true.
Well, on this week in history, actually in 1774, the first Continental Congress assembled in Philadelphia and figured out how they could get more money out of us.
Mitch McConnell was there.
All right.
Still
So
frozen.
looks like they did some studies on the autopsy for Michael Jackson. There were elevated levels of the vitamin B6, which is comforting because I think that explains why all the little boys who came to spend the night happened to B6. Okay, some of them B12.
What's the time?
To be fair, to be fair.
Oh Christ!
That's my most edgy joke.
I do have a rapper one.
You do?
Yes, in this day in history, in 1996, rapper Tupac Shakur was shot. He died 6 days later, and was recently seen ordering some wings at the Salem's in Lakeland. He rose from the dead.
Oh man, Smash Mouth Steve Harwell died. I was gonna tag early, but also Jimmy Buffett passed away last week. So on the bright side is a new segment I came up with. I'm gonna try my bit out first. On the bright side, now I can see on social media with all my friends and followers that are posting RIP posts who has horrible taste in music. I judge you now. 'Cause I hate both of those people.
I have it on the
Their
bright,
music, not the people.
not
Sorry.
the people.
Yeah.
I have it on the bright side, but it kind of tags with Maggie's joke. On the bright side, this year's Burning Man was interrupted by heavy rain, stranding people over the weekend. On the bright side, the Burning Man was no longer considered a fire hazard.
We'll keep the bright side train rolling. I got one. A Florida man who was attempting to cross the Atlantic Ocean in a man-made hamster wheel is facing federal charges after it took the Coast Guard 5 days to get him to board their ship. Right? He was 70 miles off the coast of Tybee Island in Georgia. Court records show Reza Ray Baluchi, 51 years old, posted $250,000 bond, right?
Wow.
Bright side, this nut job's rich. Dark side, he's going to do something dumb like this again. Just wait for it. Just wait for it.
But maybe he'll do it and
More than likely.
for publicity for Stand Up for News.
Yeah.
So,
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, please do it, sir. Yeah.
Let's get this guy on the phone, Matt. Look up this dude's number. All right, go ahead, Mom.
All right. So on the brighter side, y'all know that Danny Masterson just got, from the 70s show, he just got sentenced for rape. And on the brighter side, he's finally going to find the true meaning of rawhide.
I got something about that I'll tell later.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Joe.
A fan went into labor during a Beyonce concert in California.
Saw that.
Luckily they got the kid out, and on the bright side, the kid doesn't have to hear the music anymore. I totally messed that line up. I did the line before the punch. Go ahead. That's all you done.
All right, so let's see. Jimmy Buffett, if you guys heard about that, huh? That we just talked about it? Yeah, Jimmy Buffett passed away, and it's really sad, man. But on the bright side, at least I didn't actually have a punchline. I was hoping there'd be something there because he's about the beach, the sunsets. I don't know. I couldn't figure it out, but
he's having cheeseburger in paradise.
he's
now?
having cheese. Oh, there you go. And
There you go.
and it sounds like Mark
Maybe it's
McGrath
5 o'clock somewhere.
in Margaritaville. Is that okay?
Hey, can I try that punchline one more time? All right, so a fan at a Beyonce concert went into labor, and the downside is that the mom missed the concert. The good news is, though, the kid didn't have to hear it anymore. There we go.
I don't like her music either.
All the single ladies.
All right, Stand Up for News weather report. I am your weatherman. That 70s show, Danny Masterson gets 33 years to life in prison today, or to life, one of the two. The minimum 33, Yeah, for rapes. He raped 2 women several years back. Whether or not it's 33 years or life doesn't matter because he will never get his own show in his 70s.
Yeah.
Ever.
Okay, I attempted a weather joke, James.
Okay, it can't be about the actual weather. It's whether or not.
It cannot be about the actual.
Whether this or that. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm the
actually,
weatherman. She's the weather woman.
you know what? I take it back. Mine's a smidge about the weather.
I'm the weather queen.
I think you understood the point of it to not be about the weather. It's a
The
trick. I play on words.
I realized that, but then I somehow still made it about the weather.
Yeah.
The Powerball jackpot reaches $461 million. So
Nice.
Americans are deciding whether to buy a ticket or not. The odds of winning the jackpot are 1 in 292.2 million, the same odds as Floridians ever experiencing temps in the 60s again.
Right?
I made it about the weather.
There you go.
I get you.
Japan launches another moon probe. See, they're trying to be the 5th country to ever land on the moon. India did it recently.
Mhm.
Okay? So now you can get butter chicken and hibachi coming soon. To the lunar surface coming to you.
All right. So my weather is, we all know that Donald Trump continues to try to run for president, and whether or not he does that, I'm sure they're going to come up with a medication for him.
Ooh, I guess it is cold out.
Weather.
Hey, do whatever you want. Yeah.
It's gonna rain.
It's not that kind of weather.
Oh, he's making it rain.
You gotta read the memos in the group chat, Joe. We're supposed to.
No, you can make it rain if you're a stripper.
The audience is supposed to think it's going to be about the weather, but it's whether or not.
Well, okay, whether or not you can believe this, here's a joke. In a lot of grocery stores, public grocery stores are showing solidarity with President Trump during his indictment. And what they've done is they've actually removed all the shredded cheese from their shelves because it's all in an effort to make America great again. That's not real news.
That was a Buddha joke.
I already read that one. I already read that one. Well, I'm going to plug my stuff, you guys. This show is brought to you by My Jointment.
Oh,
It is the
that
THC CBD topical ointment painkiller. Spray it anywhere. I sprayed it on my head the other day. My headache went away. It was awesome. I didn't think it was going to work, but the guy that makes it, my buddy Lewis, he said it definitely will take away your headache. That was the first time I tried it on my headaches. I get these bad headaches. So if you need a bottle for $40 or you need a free sample, get a hold of me, Mac James, at 727-479-5861 to get your own bottle. Hey, Mom, is Dad still using that stuff?
He is, yeah. He always melts his back. He feels great whenever he uses it.
You said it melts his back. Is that a side
It
effect?
makes him smell good, too.
It melts the pain
Oh,
away.
okay.
Yeah, My Jointment does work, you guys. It's 100% guaranteed. Do you want a sample? You like
Sure, man.
THC
Yeah,
stuff?
for sure, bro.
Do you have any
Yeah.
aches and pains?
Yes, I'm a former military police. I always have.
All right, take that. Spray it on you. Then I want you to kind of document in your mind how it works, and I want you to come back and tell us what
For
you
sure.
think, because we've
Yeah,
never had
thank you.
anybody ever say anything but great stuff. There's Dawn out there. Hey, Dawn, how's that stuff treating you? Oh my God, she said.
That
Good.
sounds good.
She's looking beautiful tonight, Mom. Yeah. All right. Well, My Jointment, you guys. Call me,
My
727-479-5861. One other thing, I wanted to say thank you to Jennifer at Birdie's. She's taking really good care of us. We love it at
Jennifer.
Birdie's. We do our open mic there on Wednesdays at 7:30 to 10, about 10, yeah. So come on by, sign up at 7. Birdie's every Wednesday, 7 o'clock. Birdie's and on Belcher, 1835 Belcher. Right there in Largo, man. Come and check out some great comedians. We have Russell X Mania. Sorry, I said his name wrong. Russell Mania Stars. It's his new, amazing,
Stars.
beautiful, awesome killer name. He's hosting with the Bree from out there in Lakeland towards him. She's going to come and be our feature. She's very funny. She was at our Orlando Invasion. And then we have a show coming up at the end of the month that Robin's going to host. 2019 Best of the Bay, Rick Stepinski won that. He's going to be our headliner, and Tommy Bell is going to be the opener for him. He's going to be a special guest. That's on the 28th, 8 o'clock, Saturday. No, Saturday's the 30th.
Yes.
September 30th, right there in St. Pete Beach at the Twisted Tiki. We're back for another show. We're doing monthly shows there now. Thank you, Kim Fowler. Thank you, Joe, for hooking us up with her, too, by the way.
Yeah,
That's
So
right.
go hang
Kim
out
is
at
a great
Twisted
lady. I love
Tiki.
her.
Yeah, so who else wants to plug something? Robin, you up for Best of the Bay or something like that?
Oh, I think the time for voting for Best of the Bay is over. I'm doing.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Ed Shed again at the space. You have to mark your calendar for this. It's November 1st or the first Saturday in November. We're getting the gang together doing Ed Shed in the Fringe space. We also have next week or tomorrow, I'm sorry, I have a comedy open mic that we're going, and I'm also writing lots of good stuff.
Yeah.
You're awesome. Am I messing you up? You said write it down. I'm like, okay. All right, yeah. How about Maggie? What you want? to plug?
Yes, I would like to plug my new business, Butt Plugs. So it's online at MaggieFullerButtPlugs.com. They're $17.99 a piece, and
I'll be your first customer.
it's a plug, so it's Butt Plugs.
Okay.
I'll be glad to serve you. So, all right.
This should be like your slogan. Do you guys have like stoppers? You're like, no, we have no, but plugs.
There's they
I'll
light,
explain it to you later, Jay.
they light up and vibrate and they sing
that's-
certain
it's a different kind of
tunes.
plug.
Yes,
I'll draw you pictures, James, and send them to you.
we've got
Fill the
cold
tub with
start.
water, you know.
Yeah, but you have to make sure that you use the that strip that you use when there's a surge protector, because otherwise it turns into a taser. So
I like
yeah,
you.
be careful.
You're making
Still,
me mom.
best of both worlds.
Let's see.
It sounds strangely exciting.
It is.
I mean,
I'm tingling
how much
right
longer
now.
do we have to go here? No. All right. Well, I'll I'll plug some stuff because I'm sitting in the room with my competitor.
You're going down,
me
bro.
and James, you're going down, bro. So me and James will be doing Taurus DeBull Entertainment presents New Faces of Comedy.
Yeah.
Okay, so this will be taking place in Tampa on Hillsborough Ave at the banquet hall. Basically, we will be doing comedy spots, and then you, the audience, will be judging who does the funniest set.
Right.
Yeah.
And that person gets to move on and open for a national headliner.
Yeah, the night show that night.
Yeah, so at that night, so like,
Who wants
it's
it
gonna be
more,
really
man?
cool.
It's a big deal, man. There's
It's a big deal,
a lot
yeah.
of local
I think so.
comedians that are up and coming and really, really funny guys. Really
Yeah,
funny
there's some
ladies
really
are gonna
funny
be-
people
there-
there,
There's
yeah.
a lot of funny people going to be involved in that.
Who
So
Yeah,
wants
yeah.
it more?
I do. Like that's why my family's
Who
coming.
wants it more?
Yeah, my family's coming equipped with
we'll
bolt
see, man.
horns.
I think I don't know. It's not like we have to fight or anything. It's
I
gonna
think
be-
they're both hilarious.
I mean, we
wish
can
you
take
both
it
the
there,
best
but
of luck.
I mean,
I hope you guys both kill it. That's all
Thanks,
I care
man.
about.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
no,
that.
no,
I
yeah.
can't say, oh, I want Joe to
I
win.
love
Because he's on
James.
San
He's
Francisco.
a great dude,
Yeah.
yo. He's a
I
good
think
guy,
you both are
man.
great. You know?
Thanks, man. Yeah, 2909 East Hillsborough Ave, Saturday afternoon. Doors open at noon. Show starts at 1.
All right, and after that, you can go to the Comedy Rock Show.
Yeah.
That's also this Saturday, and
Double-headed.
it is going to be a
You're in
live
that,
comedy special taping. We have Jake Brown on the show. We also have Deanna Lane and Florida Man, all going to be part of it. And it's a full band, immersive comedy, multimedia experience.
That's going to be
Awesome,
hilarious.
man.
Yeah.
That sounds super cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to be at Sunshine City's Comedy Club on the 24th, 8 o'clock Sunday. Come on by, opening for Nathan Gilardi.
Nathan,
Yeah.
The Meme King, Kurt Ryan. Did you say Captain Jim? My captain, oh captain, my captain is on the line
Oh,
with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left of the show. Hey, Jim, I miss you, bud. What's up?
Hey, Jim.
love you, Jim.
Not too much.
Hi,
I'm
Cap.
up here in Woodstock, New York, up the Hudson River, getting drenched by rain. But man, it's a beautiful place.
Oh, man. You got some news from up there to stand up for?
Yeah, I do. Did you hear about this? A French angelfish received a CT scan at the Denver Zoo after being found floating with a tilt. The scan revealed increased internal gas from inflamed intestines, causing the fish to live, and was given antibiotics to make a full recovery. Later on, the fish was notified by its health insurance company that the procedure wasn't covered by its plan, and the fish would be on the hook for the entire bill. Welcome to America, Frenchie.
Hey, Jim. You remember when the
Yeah.
government changed the name of UFOs to UAPs for unidentified aerial phenomenons? And I said that I'm glad they changed it because I always thought that UFOs were fast girls from Tallahassee. University of Florida hoes. UFOs. All right, Jim, what else you got? You got to close the show for us. Start singing, bud.
Start singing.
I don't know.
Stand up for do. Stand up for do.
We'll
Stand up for you.
You can stand up too.
Stand up too.
Don't sit down.
Sit down.
Stand up now. Stand up for news.
Stand up for news.
Stand
Stand up for news.
Stand up for news.
Don't be anti-Semite. Stand up for Jews too.
Stick around for Dawn Reese's Miracle Stories up next, you guys. Thank you for tuning in.
All right.
Woo-hoo.